Hello and welcome to Knowles Field on this very sunny afternoon. Here for the St. Chris versus Blue Ridge Varsity Lacrosse game here. About to get going with the national anthem. Should be a very great game. Saints in good form over the past couple games, and we'll go to the national anthem and be right back after this.
Welcome back to this game between St. Christopher's Saints and the Blue Ridge Barons. I'm Kylan Zollenhofer, joined by Thomas Ferguson. Should be a very good game. The Barons are currently 6-5. They're number one in Virginia independent schools right now, and second in the Visa D1 rankings. So it should be a very good match for the Saints and the Barons.
Yeah, Saints are rolling, coming off a win under the lights last Friday, looking to keep that momentum going here tonight. They're going to line up here for lineups and refs to get everything in order. Be off here soon. And the players take their spots on the field. Freddie Mooring in goal for the Saints, and Brady Stengel in goal for the Barons. An Air Force commit protects the cage
Freddie's
for
had
Blue
a very
Ridge.
good season so far. He's put up some very good saves, especially last game. He had some amazing saves. He's a freshman, which is amazing to see as a starter goalie on the varsity
And
lacrosse team.
Liam Wright loses the faceoff, goes to the Barons. They'll stop it from going out of bounds. Potentially a costly error, as it may have stayed with the Barons. Seems as it'll stay with them anyway. Be number one, Elijah Gill with the ball. He'll go to 18. That's Garrett Talkington, the CNU commit. Number 12, Kale Ryan. He has it. He goes up top to 21. That's Joey Scullion. Scullion back to Gill. Gill. Gill goes to Ryan. Ryan has it. Moves around. Gets through the defenders. Shoots. Off target. It'll stay with the Saints. Excuse me, it'll go to the Saints. And Saints bring it up. Number 6, Bo Stocks with the ball. He goes to 3. Riley Mullins. Mullins is a Hampton-Sydney commit. Jack Hall with the ball for the Saints. He goes to Deacon Beckley. Beckley. He goes to Porterfield. Miller Porterfield works his way around, shoots on target, stopped by Stengel. It'll stay with the Saints. Braxton Bourne behind the cage with the ball. To Porterfield. Porterfield gets up top to Beckley. Beckley works his way around the right-hand side. Goes to Bourne. Bourne behind the cage. Works his way around. Puts a dodge. He'll shoot off target. Stays with the Saints. Deacon Beckley is there to back it up and maintain possession. Only 6 seconds left on the shot clock. They need to do something quickly here. And they will let the shot clock expire. Be the Barons' ball. Stengel with the ball. He goes to number 20. That's Mason Lockwood. Lockwood. He goes to Kale Ryan. Ryan has it up top. Ryan goes to Elijah Gill. Works its way around the back. It'll end up with Garrett Talkington. And it'll find its way to number 21, Scullion. Scullion. Shot back. He goes to number 18, Talkington. Ball finds its way to Gill up top. Gill goes to Scullion. Scullion goes back to Gill. Gill puts on a spin move, and the defense of Riley Mullins will stop a shot from getting off there. Gill looks for an opening, shoots, gets past Mooring, and the Barons are on the board first. He's taking an early lead here in this game, just about 3.5 minutes in.
Elijah Gill scored that barely past Freddie Morin. He will be a very impactful player to look out for. He has just under 2.5 goals per game, along with Kale Ryan with just over 2.5 goals per game. They're going to be very impactful this game to see what they do and how they support the Barons in trying to face the Saints.
Yeah, the defense would definitely need to step up in the back line for the Saints. Wright wins the faceoff for the Saints. Beckley has it. Wright will come off. 27, Hugh Mack with the ball. Beckley goes off. On comes number 16, James Ayers, who gets the ball right away. Ayers looks for a run. He'll go behind the back of the cage to Braxton Bourne. Bourne to Mack. Up top to number 30, T. Garing. Garing feeds it to Ayers. Ayers shoots. Shot is blocked. It'll stay with the Saints. T. Guerin with the ball. He'll go to Hugh Mack. Mack. Mack goes to Ayers. Ayers. Shot off target. It'll stay with the Saints. Number 15, Captain Whirl, is there to maintain possession. Whirl goes to Hugh Mack. Mack shoots off the crossbar. Great shot there by Mack. Just catches the crossbar, bounces right back out. It'll stay with the Saints. Guerin with the ball. Guerin. It'll be 21. It's Charlie Edmonds with the ball. Edmonds goes to Mack. To Ayers up top. Ayers goes around the right-hand side, shoots. Saved by Stengel. And Stengel will look to clear it. And the Barons are on a fast break. Number 1, Gill gets it to 18. Shot saved by Freddie Morin. Talkington had the shot there. The CNU commit. And
Amazing
Morin.
save by Morin there.
Yeah, Morin did not let that get by him.
Very quick reaction from him.
Yeah, great job from
He might have gotten a touch on that second shot. I'm not sure.
Yeah. It'll stay with the Barons. It'll be number 24, Colin Guest with the ball. Guest goes to Gill. Gill to number 21, Scullion. It'll find its way to Ryan. Ryan makes his way around the left side, works his way in, shoots, finds the back of the cage, gets past Freddie Morin, and goal for number 12, Cale Ryan. And the Barons will go up 2 goals here in this first quarter. And back to the face-off. Blue Ridge will win the face-off. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left here in this first quarter. It'll be 18. Talkington with the ball. He'll go to Ryan. Ryan goes to Scullion. Finds Gill. Gill on the left side. Gets number 24, Guest. Guest works his way in. Looks for an opening. Feeds it to Gill. Gill goes to Ryan. Ryan shoots, finds the back of the cage for a second time today in the past 2 minutes. And shot just gets past Morin. And the Barons will take a 3-0 lead with 5 minutes left in this first quarter. Gibstein face off for Blue Ridge, right for the Saints. And face off goes to Blue Ridge. Gill has the ball for the Barons. Gill will take it up top. He'll go to Ryan. Ryan gives it back to Gill. Gill gives number 18, Talkington. It'll find its way back to Scullion.
Barons are just taking their time here, not really stressing about how much they have to do here, but just trying to keep possession, wind down the clock some.
And Guest tries to put on a dodge there. ground ball, and it'll go to the Barons. Excuse me, it'll go to the Saints. But yeah, like you said, Colin, Baron trying to just kind of waste some time here. Already up 3. Don't want this game to go any quicker.
That long pass will not make it to the Saints, but the Barons will recover that and just take an opportunity off that and regain possession.
Yeah, Barons have it. Had numbers for a little bit. The Saints recuperate it. It'll be number 21, Scullion with the ball. Scullion goes to Guest. Guest to Ryan. Back up top to Guest. Guest works his way around the left side. Shoots, saved by Morin. And it'll be Jack Hall with the ball for the Saints. Looking to start something here for scoring-wise for the Saints. And it'll go to Blue Ridge after Miller Tatum loses it for the Saints. And with just over 3 minutes left. Oh, and with just over 3 minutes left, the Saints will take a timeout. We'll join you right when we get back from this timeout break.
And we were back after that timeout. You can see just how aggressive the Barons have been this game, and Saints really need to adapt to that. They've already had 6 shots on goal in these 9 minutes of the first quarter, so they really have to adapt their defense to how aggressive the Barons are playing and just learn their play style, because it's an unfamiliar play style for the Saints.
Yeah, and the Barons' defense has been really good as well. The Saints really haven't been able to get the ball back there often, and when they do, it hasn't led to a scoring opportunity yet. It'll go to 18. He finds his way into the crease, but it'll be saved by Freddie Morin. That was Garrett Talkington who had that shot there from point blank.
It's a very tough save for Freddie, but he managed to get it.
Yeah, Freddie's been great these past couple games for the Saints. It'll be Saints ball. It'll be J.J. Tidwell with the ball. And flag flies as Tidwell goes down.
That'll be a push.
It'll be 13, Chase Smith, who would draw the flag there. So the Barons will be a man down for the next minute.
Saints will hopefully be able to capitalize on this and hopefully score a goal with this man up opportunity.
Yeah, this could be huge for the Saints in terms of turning this game around, getting some offense going. It'll be Portfield with the ball. He'll go to Mack. Mack goes to Whirl. It'll end up with T. Guerin. Guerin gets the ball back to Mack. Porterfield goes back to Mack. To Guerin. And ground ball opportunity for the Saints. It'll be Fuller who recovers it. Tries to get it in to Braxton Bourne, and the Barons will take it away. Barons in a fast break opportunity. It's Ryan. Ryan shoots off target, and it'll go to the Saints. Just over a minute and 30 seconds left here in this first quarter. And it'll be Riley Mullins for the Saints. Mullins goes to Whirl. Finds its way to Bourne behind the cage. He'll go to Porterfield. Porterfield get the ball to Begley. Begley works his way around the right-hand side, shoots, and it's saved by Stengel. And the Barons will look to go on another fast break here. It'll be a timeout taken by the Blue Ridge Barons with just under a minute left here in this first half. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back from the timeout break. 50 seconds left here on the clock. It'll be the Barons' ball. It'll be Talkington with it. Goes to Gill. Gill goes to number 21. That's Scullion. It'll be Talkington with the ball. To Scullion. To Gill. There goes. Finds its way to number 24. Guest. Guest gets it. It'll work its way around. Back up to Guest. It'll go to Talkington this time. To Scullion.
Barons are in no rush here. They're just trying to hold it till these last few seconds.
Yeah, no need to be in a rush. Up 3 in the first quarter. It'll be number 1, Gill with the ball. He gives to Talkington. Talkington shoots. Saved by Mooring. And as that save occurs, the time will expire. That'll be the end of your first quarter. Saints down 0-3 against the Blue Ridge Barons. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back for the second quarter of this varsity lacrosse game between the Saints and the Blue Ridge Barons. And the face-off will go to the Saints. and Porterfield will have it. Porterfield has it up top. He goes to Garing. Garing makes his way around the right side. Garing goes to Charlie Edmonds. Edmonds works his way out from behind the back of the crease. Ball will go to Porterfield. Porterfield has it. He sends it Mac's way. Mac puts on a couple dodges, shoots, finds the back of the cage, and that is your first goal scorer for the Saints for the day. Hugh Mack, the freshman, gets the first goal. And hopefully that can be a turning point for the Saints today.
Hugh Mack, a freshman, will just launch it into the back of the net.
Yeah, great shot there by Hugh Mack. Gets past Stengel. And the Saints now have a goal on the board. And the faceoff will go to the Saints. Morin has it. He goes to Hall. Hall tries to get around without going out, and he stepped out. It'll go to Blue Ridge. And that'll be Guest who starts with the ball for the Barons.
Blues coach not happy about where he's starting there, but not much you can do about that.
It'll be 18 Talkington. He'll go up. Number 21 Scullion. Ball works its way around and finds Guest on the left-hand side. Guest works his way around to the right. Guest goes to Talkington. Talkington goes to Gill. Gill looks for an opening. Finds one and finds the back of the cage. Gets past Morin. And that'll make your score 4-1 in favor of the Barons. And we'll go back to the face-off X.
That'll be Gill's second goal of the night. He and Ryan both have 2 right now, just showing how aggressive and I guess dominant they are on the field.
And Wright wins the face-off, and he will go off, and Porterfield will come on in his place. Tatum, the VMI commit, with the ball for the Saints. Tatum launches it across the field. He goes to Alejandro, who cannot rein it in. And it'll go to the Barons. Vivian with the ball. He'll get it to Ryan. Ryan goes to Scullion. Scullion finds Guest on the left-hand side. Guest works his way around. He goes behind the back of the cage to Dolinsky. Dolinsky goes to Ryan. Ryan shoots off target, and it'll go to the Saints. Jack Hall with the ball for the Saints. He goes to Mullins. Errant pass gets over the head of Mullins, and it'll go to the Barons.
These long passes have been devastating for the Saints. This is the third one that's been turned over to the Barons.
Yeah, the Saints need to be able to control those downfield passes if they really want to try to make something on the attacks here. Be number 32, Gibstein with the ball. He goes to Scullion. Scullion goes to Dublinsky. Ball finds its way to Ryan. Ryan goes to Gill. And it'll be Saints ball. Riley Mullins with the ball. It gets past the defenders, the midfielders. Find its way to Charlie Edmonds. Edmonds goes to Porterfield. Porterfield to Mack. Hugh Mack works his way around. He'll go behind the back of the cage to Bourne. Bourne goes to Porterfield. Porterfield puts on a dodge. Shoots, and it's saved by Stengel. And the ball will go to the Barons. So they like to make something of this fast break that they could have going here. It'll go to 25. That is Vivian, who finds the back of the cage and gets the ball past Morin. And Saints will let another shot get past them. And it'll be 5-1 here with 7:50 left in the second quarter. Back at the face-off. And Blue Ridge will win it. Get a Gill. Gill takes a shot. It'll be saved by Morin. It'll stay with the Barons as Delinsky is there to back it up. Be Gill with the ball. Gill goes to Scullion. Scullion to Ryan. Ryan on the right-hand side. He goes to number 18, Talkington. Ball will make its way around and get to Gill on the left. Gill already has 2 goals in the night. Looking to make a hat trick out of it. And the ball will find Guest. Guest goes around the right-hand side. Spins. Goes to Gill. Gill goes back up top to Guest, who will give it right back to Gill. 7 seconds left on the shot clock, and to make something happen here quick. Gill gets around, shoots, saved by Morin. And the Saints will now look to go on the attack. It'll be Begley with the ball in the back. Begley goes to Tatum, who cannot rein it in. And it'll go back to Blue Ridge. The ball will find its way to Talkington, who's on the right-hand side. He'll go up top to Ryan. Ryan goes to Gibstein. And it'll be Guest with the ball. Guest goes to Gill. Gill shoots, saved by Morin. Great save there by Freddie Morin. Riley Mullins will have it. He gets swarmed by defenders.
That was Freddie Morin's 7th save of the game so far. He's had amazing reaction time. They've been just playing so fast. He has to react so quickly to these shots.
And
the ball, number 1, will be offsides. He stepped just over the line as play was transitioning over to Blue Ridge's side of the field.
So that's Elijah Gill, the attack man for the Barons. And he'll be off for a minute. So the Saints will look to make something of this, being a man up. We'll start with Mack. Mack goes to Whirl, finds his way to Bourne. Bourne goes to Fuller, the Sewanee commit. It'll work its way all the way back around to Mack. To Whirl. He goes to Garin. Garin goes to Porterfield. Porterfield puts on a dodge. Gets back up top to Garing. To Fuller. And it'll be Miller Porterfield with the ball. He'll go to Whirl. Whirl will shoot, and it'll be off target. It'll stay with the Saints as Fuller is there to back it up. And Fuller will have the ball. Fuller loses it. Tries to get something off, and a flag will go up. And
We
Saints will
slash
be
on number 25, Owen Vivian. He'll be
Saints
out
will
for a
go
minute.
a
Saints are
man up.
one player again as Gill is back on.
Saints will stay a man up even after Gale comes back on due to that penalty. And it'll be Porterfield with the ball. Porterfield goes to Garing. Garing to Mack. Mack has it up top. Works his way around to the left side. He goes to Bourne. Bourne back to Mack. Finds Fuller. Fuller gets to Whirl. Whirl puts the shot on target. Saved by Stengel. It'll stay with the Saints as Miller Porterfield was closest to it when it went out. And ball will be with Bourne. Bourne goes to Garing. Garing to Whirl. Back to Garing. Garing gets his pass. Blocked ground ball. It'll stay with the Saints. It'll find its way to Fuller. Fuller goes to Porterfield. Porterfield shoots. Saved by Stengel. Stengel's been put on a clinic protecting the cage tonight. Stengel will look to clear the ball here. Number 29, Alex Jones-Aiken has the ball. It'll find its way to Guest up top. Guest goes to Scullion. Scullion to Gill. Back up top to Guest. It'll be up top with Scullion. It'll go to Guest on the left-hand side. Guest cuts across the field. Guest finds Gill. Gill, open, point-blank shot, gets past Mooring. And add another tally to the Barons' score as they will go up 6-1 with 2 minutes and 43 seconds left in this first half.
That'll be a hat trick for Gill. They really need to watch him. He's a very fast player. So Saints just need to keep an eye on him. I've seen Riley Mullins trip up against him a few times, but he's been guarding him very well. So they just need to keep an eye out for him.
Yeah. And the Saints win the face-off. That's Will Ackley with the ball for the Saints. It'll find its way to Jack Hall. Goes to Porterfield as Ackerley comes off and on goes Ayers. Ayers gives it to Porterfield. Porterfield works his way around the right side. Porterfield goes to Edmonds. Edmonds. Back to Porterfield behind the crease. Go to Ayers. Ayers. Goes to Mack. Mack on the left-hand side. Looks to work his way in. Can't find anybody. He goes to Ayers.
20 seconds left in the shot clock. Just over 90 seconds left in this quarter. They're going to try to find an opening, but
Edmonds will have it. He might find it. Shot off target. And it'll go. It'll stay with the Saints
We have 5
as
seconds to do something, but
Bourne was there to back it up, and Miller Porterfield will just send it into the netting. And it'll be the Barons' ball. Vivian has it broken up. It'll be Bourne with the ball. Bourne gets to whirl on the fast break. They don't have numbers, though. And the Saints will call a timeout with just over a minute remaining in the first half, trying to figure something out and potentially get a goal before this half ends. And we'll be back right after this timeout.
I think that's a good call by Coach Horner there to call that timeout. Hopefully they'll be able to plan something to get a goal during this quarter and try to get momentum as they're heading into the second half of this game. And we're back after that timeout. Saints down by 5, 1-6. A minute left in this quarter. Hopefully we'll be able to get something as they start with possession after this timeout.
Yeah, the Saints will have possession on their side of the field, so they're trying to get something going here, get a strong attack going before the end of the half. And it'll be Charlie Edmonds starting with the ball for the Saints. Edmonds goes to Hugh Mack up top. Mack works his way around the left-hand side. Mack puts on a spin move. He goes to Whirl up top. Whirl will go to Bagley. Bagley can't rein it in, and it'll go to the Saints, as the Saints have not been able to bring in some of these passes today. And that'll be Stengel just looking to clear it. What a pass. What a clearance.
He's not able to secure it. It's a ground ball. Looks like it's secured. No, it's still on the ground.
And it'll stay with the Barons. And the Barons will call it timeout. Fantastic clearance there by Stengel, who gets it all the way downfield. And even though it does get broken up at first, the Barons still maintain possession. And we will come back after this timeout break. Welcome back after the timeout break. It'll be the Barons ball with 17 seconds left on the clock, and it'll be Talkington who starts with it. Talkington goes to Delinsky. Delinsky goes to Guest. Guest to Ryan. Ryan shot is off target. It'll stay with the Barons with 6 seconds left on the clock. It'll be with Scullion. Scullion goes to Guest. Guest shot off target, and that'll be the end of this first half. Score here is Blue Ridge Barons 6, St. Christopher Saints 1, and we'll be back after the half. welcome back to the second half of this Blue Ridge versus St. Chris lacrosse game. We are here, score being 6-1. The Saints have made comebacks in the past. They came back against Stab a week from today, last week. They were down 4 at half. They came back. They did end up losing on a last-minute goal, but they did come back to tie it up in the fourth quarter. So the Saints have shown that they can definitely go on a run.
Yeah, that was a very big comeback last week. Very tough loss. They lost within like the last 20 seconds of the game.
Yeah, it was a crazy goal too, but just trying to look ahead, focus on this game right now, and hope that they can replicate some parts of that comeback against Stab and finish it off this time. It'll be Jack Hall with the ball for the Saints. Hall goes to Bourne. Bourne goes back to Hall. Hall goes to Whirl. Whirl finds the back of the cage, and an early goal in this first half will put the Saints off running. So the Saints will now be down 4. And go back to the face-off mark. And it'll go to the Saints after a violation from number 32, Gibstein. Beckley has the ball for the Saints. Begley works his way around the right-hand side. He'll go to Hugh Mack, who has a goal today already. Mack goes to Whirl. Whirl shoots and fires again and finds the back of the cage. 2 goals for Captain Whirl.
Amazing
in
shot
the
by Captain
first
Whirl
minute and a half of this quarter.
That's what the Saints needed during this beginning of the third quarter.
Exactly
Really
what
improved
they
their
needed.
momentum. Amazing start to the quarter.
And the 2 goal scorers connected there for another goal. Mack, who scored a goal earlier, assisted Whirl on the goal there. And we'll go back to the face-off line, this time won by Blue Ridge.
We have a very fast break for Blue Ridge. They managed to lose the ball, though, and it slows down their play tremendously.
Ball being number 13, that's Smith. Smith goes to Gill. Gill to Ryan in the middle. Ryan goes to Guest. Guest works his way around the left side, goes to Gill. Gill goes to Ryan. Ryan will find Talkington. Finds his way to Gill. Gill shoots off target. Gill has a hat trick on the day already. It'll stay with Blue Ridge.
It looks like that bounced off Bo Stocks' shin. He's shaking that off. Looked like it hurt a lot.
And it'll be with Guest. Guest finds the target, but saved by Mooring.
That's Freddie's 9th save of the night. He's played amazingly, but there's just so much pressure.
Yeah. And the ball will be in the hands of Riley Mullins. Mullins goes to Porterfield. Porterfield. Porterfield works his way around. Puts a couple spin moves on. He'll go to Mack, who takes a shot. Can't find the goal, but it'll stay with the Saints as Bourne is there to back it up. Bourne has it. Bourne makes his way around. And goes back to Emmons behind the cage. Edmonds goes to Mack. Mack shot saved by Stengel. Great clearance by Stengel, but it'll be a ground ball, and it'll go to the Saints, but it'll come loose after a check from Ryan, and he will have possession for Blue Ridge.
Riley Mullins will come on here, along with Jack Hall.
It'll be Guest with the ball. Guest goes to number 32, Gibstein. Gibstein goes to Scullion. Gets to Dolinsky. Dolinsky to Talkington. Ball finds its way to Gill. Gill on the left-hand side. Looking to make something, but the Saints' defense is strong. Jack Hall applying a lot of pressure here to Gill.
We have 20 seconds left on the shot clock.
Speeding up
play a little bit.
Tries to get through, gets to Talkington. Talkington goes to 32, Gibstein. Gibstein to Guest. Guest. Oh, and the ball will find the back of the cage. Number 1, Gill, his 4th goal of the night, gets past Morin. And it'll go back to a 4-goal deficit for the Saints as the Barons take a 7-3 lead.
Heading back to the face-off, the Saints have 7.5 minutes left in this quarter. Trying to make a play.
Yeah, and you want to make something happen with those 7.5 minutes.
That'll be white ball.
And quite a few violations from the face-off from Blue Ridge tonight, leading to Saints possession off the face-off. Looking for an illegal slash there. It'll be Bourne with the ball. Bourne goes to Ayers. Ayers grips it. Saved by Stengel. Stengel. Errant pass. Gets over the head of number 13, Smith. And a flag is thrown. Looks to be on the Saints. Smith, off-target shot. It'll be Charlie Emmons coming off for the Saints.
It'll be a slash.
1 minute that he will be off for, and the Barons will be 1 up. It'll be Talkington. Talkington goes number 21. That's Scullion. Find its way to Dolinsky. Dolinsky to Guest. Guest goes to Ryan. Back behind the cage. Talkington. Just passing it around the perimeter right now. Not really making any moves. And Talkington can't rein that pass in.
He'll be able to recover though. Passing it back up.
And it'll go back to Talkington. Talkington's a CNU commit. Ball will find its way to Guest. Will find its way to Dolinsky. Dolinsky gets it past Morin. And that'll put the Barons up 5. It'll be 8-3 in favor of the Blue Ridge Barons. And we go back to the face-off spot. And the face-off will go to no possession's been gained yet, but
Very
it'll
long ground ball here. Goes all the way out.
It'll end up with the Saints just because it went out of bounds. And it's McGuire Boyd, the Hampton City commit, back there to recover for the Saints. Boyd goes to Porterfield. Porterfield works his way around. Gives to Jack Hall.
Looks like there might have been an offsides there, but the rest didn't see it. Won't call it.
And it'll be with Hall. Hall goes to Bourne. Bourne puts on a dodge. Works his way around. Another dodge. Looks for goal. Finds the back of the cage. And it's going to not count as there'll be a crease violation. Bourne was in the crease when he took the shot.
It looked like he was pushed into the goal, but they won't care. I mean, into the crease, but they won't care. And that'll be a violation.
And it'll be with the Barons. Be Ryan with the ball. Ryan goes to Talkington on the right-hand side. Back up to Ryan. He goes to Gibstein up top. Gibstein goes to head. And Gibstein can't rein in that pass. But he will recover it. He'll go to Guest. Guest back to Gibstein. Gibstein looking for a shot. Finds the back of the cage. Gets it past Morin. And the Saints will now go down by 6. Their largest deficit of the night after 3 straight goals from the Barons. Liam Wright and Cole Gibstein be at the face-off mark.
Good violation.
Violation on Wright. It'll be the Barons' ball. Scullion has it. It'll find its way to Guest up top. It'll make its way to Talkington. Talkington to Delinsky. It'll find its way to Guest. Guest to Talkington. Back up to Guest. Guest goes to Scullion. Scullion to Gill on the left-hand side. He finds Ryan behind the cage, and it'll make its way to Talkington. Talkington dances around, finds an opening, takes a shot, saved by Morin. And the ball will stay with the Barons as Ryan is there to back it up. Scullion with the ball. He goes to Guest. Back to Scullion. Scullion goes to Talkington. Behind the cage to Ryan. Back to Talkington. It'll find its way to Scullion. Scullion makes its way around the right-hand side. Will go back. Find his way behind the crease. Works his way around. Goes to Gill. Gill grips it, rips it, finds the back of the net. And that is Gill's 5th goal on the night, putting the Barons up 10-3 with 3 minutes left in this third quarter. And to go back to the face-off mark for I don't even know how many times it's been this quarter. It's been a lot of them, lots of goals this quarter.
I think this is the, if I'm doing the math correctly, 7th face-off this quarter.
Oof. Be Vivian with the ball. Go to Gill. Gill goes to Guest. Guest finds Scullion. Scullion to Ryan. Ball back to Gill on the left-hand side. Gill goes to Delinsky behind the cage. It'll find its way back up to Guest. Guest goes to Ryan. Guest goes to Talkington. Back to Ryan. Ryan to Guest. And the Barons taking their time here as they know they don't need to make much happen.
Only 10 seconds left on the shot clock. They're going to try to make a play here, but don't really need
And they'll do it. It'll be Kale Ryan, his third goal, a hat trick for him on the night. And the Barons will go up by 8.
Originally in this quarter, the Saints started to make a comeback, brought it to a 3-goal deficit, and then from there the Barons started to change up their play style, got a few different scorers out, made them a little less predictable, and they've just been dominating the offensive possession ever since.
Yep. And the Barons will get possession off the face-off, like you said. Saints started off hot in this third quarter, had 2 goals in the first minute and a half, both by Captain Morrill. It's been all Barons ever since, as they've had 5 straight goals unanswered, and an off-target shot will stay with the Barons. It'll be Gill with the ball. Gill goes to Scullion. Scullion finds Guest. Guest to Ryan, who just scored the most recent goal.
Barons definitely learned that the Saints have kind of adapted to their play style. They introduced a few new scorers. In the first half, it was only Elijah Gill and Kaylee Ryan.
And just as you were saying that, Kale Ryan finds the back of the cage again for the 4th time tonight, and the Barons take a 9-goal lead.
And as I was saying, over this quarter, it's been almost all different scorers till then. Kale Ryan has 2, and then everyone else, this was their first goal of the quarter. Very widespread goals during this quarter, much more unpredictable for the Barons.
Barons win the face-off. It goes to Talkington. Talkington finds Delinsky. Delinsky goes to Gill. Gill goes to Gibstein. Gibstein to Guest. Back to Gibstein. Finds its way to Gill. And it'll make its way back up to Guest. Guest goes to Gibstein. Back to Gill. They're just working the ball around this outside perimeter. Shot by number 32, Gibstein. Can't get it to go. It'll stay with the Barons as they get a shot off. And just as the time expires, a shot off the crossbar turns into a scoop and score for the Barons.
The clock started a little late there. I think if it had started on time, that wouldn't have been a goal. But now the Saints are down by double digits, and it'll be a rough comeback in this last quarter.
Yeah. So we will see you at the start of the third quarter.
And we're back after the end of that quarter, heading into the fourth. Saints are down by 10, and we're about to start the face-off.
And the face-off will go to the Barons. Number 23, that's Ragland. Ragland gives to 13, Smith. Smith looks to try to go for a pole goal there. He thought about taking the shot, it looked like, but he'll come off, and on will go Ryan. And the ball will be with Gill. He'll go to Gibston. Gibston goes to Scullion. Back to Gibston. Goes round to the right to Ryan. Scullion with the ball on the left side. He'll go to Gill. Gill will go to number 12, Ryan, who finds the back of the net. Again, his 5th goal of the night. That is Cale Ryan's and Elijah Gill's. Both have 5 goals tonight. Gill actually assisted Ryan on that goal. And it'll be an 11-shot deficit for the Saints.
As you can see here, the Saints switched out Freddie Morin for Hayden. Hopefully they'll be able to do something with that, just to switch up the roster a little bit.
Yeah.
We haven't seen as much play from Hayden as we hoped, but
and
make some good plays during this last quarter.
That's something you don't see often. Not Liam Wright taking the face-off for the Saints. It's Tuck Humphreys taking it for the Saints. Hugh Mack with the ball. Mack gives to Porterfield. Porterfield gets it to Bourne. Bourne to Garing. Garing goes to Mack. Mack finds 15. That's Whirl. Errant pass. And it'll go to the Barons. Number 25, Whitfield Mullins coming on for the Saints. Be the Barons' ball. That's number 22, Borkel.
That'll be a timeout by Blue Ridge.
And we will be back right after this break.
And we're back after that timeout. Blue Ridge will have the ball.
And it'll be the Barons with the ball. Be number 1, that's Gill. He goes to 24, Guest.
The Barons really just want to play time here, not really make any dangerous plays, and just keep possession as long as they can, wind down the clock.
Exactly, they're just looking to waste as much time as they can right now. And it'll be Saints ball. Hall with the ball. He goes to number 40, Tidwell. Tidwell.
They'll have 5 seconds to get across.
And they'll get it over. It'll go to number 23. That is Will Ackerley. Ackerley gives it to Tidwell.
And he'll come off for number 27, Hugh Mack. He's 1 goal.
It'll be Hugh Mack. Hugh Mack goes to number 21. That's Charlie Edmonds. And Edmonds finds the back of the net.
Great quick goal there by Charlie Edmonds. Amazing pass by Hugh Mack right into Charlie.
Yeah, and Saints get back to their scoring ways for the first time since, just the start of the second half. And Blue Ridge will win. Face off. Smith with the ball. And get number 25. That's Vivian. Vivian goes to Scullion. Scullion finds Gill. Gill goes to number 18. That's Talkington. And ball good behind the crease. Scullion. Scullion goes to Delinsky. Back to Scullion. Ball will make its way to Guest. Guest goes to Delinsky. Back to Scullion again. They're just working the ball around the perimeter. Eating time here. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Gill will have it. Gill goes to Delinsky. Delinsky shoots off target. It'll stay with the Barons.
The shot was barely wide. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. They'll just pass it back up.
And
there'll be offsides.
Yeah, can't keep it on the side of the field. It'll go to the Saints. And it'll be Gill with the ball. Gill goes to Delinsky. Delinsky shot blocked by number 36. That is Grady White who blocks that shot. And it'll stay with the Barons. Delinsky has it. Delinsky goes to Gibstein. Gibstein puts on a dodge, gets around the defender, Will Ackerley, and shot by number 18, Talkington, saved by Morin. Just under 7 minutes left here in this half, in the game. The Saints ball, Tidwell has it. Tidwell goes to Begley. They need to get it across.
Begley trying to find help.
And penalty flag will go up. Begley has it. Begley goes up top with it.
Saints should have a free possession here, as there is a flag.
Yeah, and Hugh Mack will have it for the Saints. Mack goes to Ayers. Ayers Works his way around to the right. And Stengel has it. Penalty. It'll be on Blue Ridge as they will go man down. It's on Dolinsky.
It was a hold. It'll be 30 seconds. Hopefully we'll be able to make a play here. Not as long as they would hope for, but should be enough to do something.
The Saints will maintain possession after that penalty. Fuller has it. Fuller goes to Porterfield. Porterfield to Garing. Finds its way to Bourne. Back up to Garing up top. Garing goes to Mack. Mack puts on a spin move. Gets it to Garing. Garing goes to Whirl. Whirl to Porterfield. Back to Garing. Back to Mack. Behind the back pass. Errant is the pass. And it'll go to Blue Ridge. Number 25, that's Vivian who has it. He'll go to 18. That's Talkington. Talkington to Gill. Gill already has 5 goals in the night. And he will just hold this right now.
Playing slow, then their team regroup. Just running down the clock. No need to rush. Saints really need to play aggressive here and get the ball out of Blue Ridge's sticks.
And still just kind of passing the ball around the perimeter. It'll be with Guest. He'll go to Gill. Gill goes to Dolinsky. Back to Gill. Up to Scullion. Scullion goes to Guest. Guest finds Ryan. Back up to Guest. Back to Ryan. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Need to make something happen. Make it. The shot by number 18, Talkington. And off target. It'll stay with Blue Ridge. And they will let the shot clock expire. And Saints will have possession.
Saints have about 25 seconds to make it per goal. If you're doing the math here.
Yeah.
So they really need to play aggressive. Take every opportunity they have, but it's going to be very hard comeback if they do make this a close game.
And the ball will be with number 13. That's Hank Mullins. Mullins goes to Ayers. Ayers goes to Porterfield. To Mullins. Mullins goes to Ayers. Ayers around the left side, shoots, finds it back at the cage. Stengel lets it get by him, and the Saints will add another goal to the board. Down by 9 right now. And 14-5 is your score here. Blue Ridge wins the faceoff.
Immediately goes to the ground ball, but they're able to secure it.
Yeah, and Blue Ridge put on a nice behind the back move there. It'll be Saints ball. Hall has the ball for the Saints. Hall goes to Mullins. Mullins loses the ball and gets it right back from Gill. Mullins goes to Porterfield. Porterfield puts on a dodge and off target shot. It'll stay with the Saints. That's number 20. Brooks right there to back it up and maintain possession. Right. Goes to Mullins. Mullins to Porterfield. Porterfield on the right-hand side. Puts on a spin move. Tries to get it to Mullins. It'll be intercepted by Smith. Smith goes to Gill, and the pass is broken up. It'll be with the Saints.
Long pass gets to Will Ackerley.
And it'll be with number 30. That's T. Garin.
Saints have 60 seconds here to work. 1:40 left in the entire game.
Garin goes to Begley. Begley, shot saved by Stengel. It's with Blue Ridge, and Ryan for the Barons will have it. And Ryan just holding on to this ball. A 1 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. So the Barons will just hold it. Be 1 second left, and the Saints will do what they can with that. I mean, probably just hold on to the ball.
Mm-hmm. Those teams are kind of recognizing that's over now.
Yeah, and Scullion for the Barons trying to make something happen. Puts on a little run. It'll go to Gill. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Scullion has it. Scullion puts on the spin moves. Ooh, and that shot finds number 26 or 36, excuse me. Grady White, but that's the end of the game. Saints lose. Barons win. Final score 14-5. That'll make the Saints record 3-8 on the year. And that is all for us from here. Make sure to tune in. Another Saints lacrosse game on Friday, I think.
I think there's a JV game Friday.
Two JV games. A JV baseball game Friday and a JV lacrosse game Friday. So tune in for those. And baseball game on the main channel right now going on.
I think it just started, so make sure to tune in there.
Yeah,
Give the baseball team some love.
Thanks for joining. I'm Thomas Ferguson. And thanks for listening.